Yo, 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 no laces. Back at it once again. Another week, another show. Um, man, had to come back, had to talk about it. Got a couple new transfers that has came in that we must go over. And we had the national championship game the other day. Just a couple more things happening. So let's talk about it. Marcus, what up with it, player?
What's happening?
Oh no, man. Just thinking about we were just talking, chopping it up, and just talking about this national championship game. One of the worst, if not the worst, loss I believe in bowl game history. Not even national championship history. This is kind of crazy. 65-7 was the final score in the national championship game. Don't worry, guys. We get right into the OU talk. But what is your thoughts on that, my brother?
Hey, listen, I wanted them to lose because I didn't want them to get there one time and win the championship. And my boys
Okay.
got there 4 times and they won it.
Couldn't do nothing.
Couldn't do nothing. But them boys got skull drag, man. They
It was
had a
a,
chance, but it was like,
did you
all
say
right, Georgia
skull
said we finna take it
dragged?
up a notch. And TCU couldn't match that, and Georgia stayed there at that level for for the rest of the game.
Mm.
It was, yeah.
Couldn't keep it up. Couldn't keep up the pace at all. Shoot,
Nah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was barely paying attention to the game. Wasn't even watching it at first. Looked at the score and was like, "Oh my!" It was like already 28-7. And listen, I wasn't watching because I didn't care. You know how it is when OU for OU. I mean, come on, we made the Cheez It Bowl, so we didn't even make it to the playoffs. I guess we're spoiled. I'm used to making it at least that far, but hey. So I wasn't paying attention, but when I saw the score, I said, what's going on out here? Click on this. So I started
And
watching, and man, let me tell you, it look, dude, that was one of the largest discrepancies in talent I think I've seen in a long time.
hey, no, bro. They scored 55 unanswered points.
That's amazing.
They
No,
won a
seriously.
55 nothing run.
That's seriously amazing. No one goes on a 65. I mean, a 55-point run. I mean, come on, that's ridiculous.
And to end the half, like after it was 10-7, Georgia went and scored four straight possessions and held and got like two turnovers. Forced two turnovers, scored four touchdowns, halftime.
Mm, all that.
Yeah, I mean, they is
So what do you think?
who we thought they is,
Goodness, that
or who
just
we thought they was.
but that just got the Big 12 looking super crazy out here. I know, like, oh, you didn't represent the greatest, but I mean, they never got drugged that way. I'm just saying, like, no excuses. They
And
still lost, but I mean, Jesus Lord.
yeah, I mean, boy, I mean, what do you think Michigan would have done with that offense if they got like not trying to be disrespectful to Michigan, but
Mm. Well, obviously Michigan would have got handled as well. What it seemed, but you never know. Honestly, you just never know when it comes to things like that. But I thought Georgia would win it anyway. As soon as I looked at the bracket, the final four teams, we are that Georgia
hmm
had that on lock, so that wasn't even a big deal, honestly. But I didn't
I
expect
thought
him to get blown out like that. You know,
I thought Ohio State had the best chance to beat them because they got the second most draft picks on their team, other than Georgia,
true.
and they got probably guaranteed at least 2 draft picks. I don't know about the line, but I mean 2 first rounders with Stroud and Marvin Harrison Jr. And they probably got a lineman or two that's gonna be first round draft picks too. So yeah. And
Yeah.
not to mention the other wide receivers that's second and probably third round draft picks. So yeah, they they gave them problems, but yeah, that was about the only team I thought really had a chance.
Yeah, Ohio State probably would have the best chance. I actually agree with you on that because, as far as I mean, I know they got tossed up by Michigan and all that, but as far as the talent wise, they probably had the most talent left out of anybody other than Georgia that was on the board. So I definitely agree with that and what you were saying. But man, let's transition into OU. Let's talk about the Sooners. What the people want to hear about.
Yes, sir.
Got a couple new transfers coming in. And first, what's my boy name? We got the guy out of Texas State. I know another guy on the defensive line. We need more of those guys. So the more the merrier. And I guess we can start with him.
Devon Sears.
Yes, sir. Devon Sears. I know he didn't have very many sacks. What do you have? Like 2.5, 3, something like that.
Yeah, not very productive.
Not very productive. Just a player that maybe can fit and maybe get some rotational time. I don't know. Do you know anything different about him?
No, that's about it. He came from JUCO, so he really wasn't there too long. But I mean, they say he had offers from like Penn State and Tennessee. So I mean, you want to win those type of battles, and so it ain't like just use the only one that sees something in him. There's other schools too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always good when you got other people vying for the talent, as well, because at least let you know like he must got something to him that other people want to give him a look, want to bring him in as well. So that's cool. Who
Yeah,
else we got coming in?
wide receiver for Michigan.
Now, did he get any tick? Is he a regular rotational player or?
See, now you go watch his highlight tape,
Mm-hmm.
and he catches a short pass against Michigan State, and he looked like he shot out of a cannon. The boy got some wheels, but once you see that play, you go look at his stats. You like, okay,
What
why?
was the all season?
Yeah, what happened? So it's another one of them where he got talent, but the production don't match the talent that you see on that, or especially on that one highlight.
Gotcha.
But I mean, it's kind of a toss up when you getting transfers anyway. It's a reason why they left, and it's a reason why they probably wasn't playing for most of them. So
Nah,
hopefully the coaching staff can figure it out and they can get right. Maybe it's just a change of scenery.
hard to argue with that. Most guys, in the transfer portal, dude, I mean, it's obviously a reason why they're transferring. So usually a change of scenery or something like that, getting a different offense always helps them out, always makes them a little bit, maybe make them perk up a little bit and get to it, realizing what they have in front of them versus, what they left behind and the things they probably could have did better and all that type of stuff. So those are the
Yeah.
things. So who else we got on the transfer portal? Did you got to pull it up, by the way? I ain't even got to pull it up over here.
Uh,
Oh, you just off the dump.
that was off the head.
Off the head, son. Pause. But who who else we got up there? He's got,
uh,
because I know he's
I,
bringing them in.
that's
Oh,
it for right now. But
no. Hold on. We got some more people. We got some more folks on the
what
ball
I
that we
mean,
didn't
those are the
get to.
last two that committed
Well, for sure.
or signed or whatever the transfer guys do.
Right, because we already seen them. And who was that you just said? Where was he from?
Michigan. Andrea Anthony, I think is his
Michigan.
name.
Michigan. There we go. Right. We already got to the other guys, pretty much. The Jacob Lacey's, the McCullough from Indiana, Pearson from Texas Tech, Chase Ford, Oklahoma State. What about Rondell Bothroyd from Wake
I don't
Forest? Is
think we
that the
talked
guy that
about
we got
him.
to or no?
Yeah, we got him. We got a whole defensive line.
Pretty much. And then Devon Sears from Texas State that we was talking about. And we did have, we got to have some people coming in because, we still got what? Jordan Kelly. Isn't he coming back? Right?
Yep.
Isaiah Cole, Billy Bowman, R. Mason Thomas, Danny Stutzman, Ethan Downs. We got Connect, Kobe McKenzie, Kip Lewis, Grayson Halton, Gentry Williams, Robert Spears Jennings, Jaden Rowe. That's just to name a few. Like, those are some of the guys we got coming back. So we do need to stack around that, but that's a pretty good, solid. Woody. Is Woody coming back?
Yep.
Woody's coming back. CJ leader.
Yeah, I think he had a eligibility. That would have been his 7th year in college, man.
All right, yeah, that is quite enough. Okay. That's quite enough. Lord, what do you had, a medical and the COVID?
I think so.
Had to. Like a
Yeah.
red shirt, medical, COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 years, bro. That's almost 2 college seasons.
Hey, almost 2 stints in college out here.
Yeah,
Man.
two whole years, 2 whole sets a year. Nah, fam. You could be a doctor, bro.
Like, yeah, man, you gotta do something else, man.
Yeah, I played football till I was a doctor. Got both of them paid for.
All right, pay for a scholarship.
Winning all around. Medical school, paid for.
Pay for. So, but let's just, what else you want to talk about, man? Let's get to it. Let's be for real out here. Forget the show. And all that and woo.
What kind of expectations do you have for the transfer guys?
Slight. Be quite honest. Hopefully, like from what I've seen, I tried to look up as much as I could on some of these dudes, but I'm always I'm skeptical of highlight tape. Always. I would love to be able to just watch. I wish I can watch everybody's, I need to watch full games. Yes. Like, I need to watch full games because I need to see what you did the whole game. Like, yeah, you might have busted out for a 60-yard touchdown or something like that, but you might have missed 3-4 blocks, got the quarterback sack, your team lost. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff come into play. Like you dropped a couple passes, swing passes on the check down and all of that type of stuff. I need to see all of that. Other than that, I really don't know about you, fam. Because you come out here. Now, don't get me wrong. Some dudes, you can physically see it on tape. Now, that's hard. Now, when you see that, you're special. You can see that. You can see that on tape. Okay, it's something to him at least. If you can watch it on tape. Because in person, you can tell a lot more.
Like the McCullough kid, Desai McCullough, is the one that I would have the most expectations out of. Because he already had 5 sacks as a true freshman.
Hey, but somebody had a grip of sacks, right? Like 15, 16. Somebody coming in, one of these dudes, right? I thought I read something about that. I could be tripping.
I think dude from Wake Forest, because he played all 4 years at Wake Forest, so
Yes, 14 sacks and 26 sacks for loss. But that is, like you say, that's 4 years worth of work. I don't know how many years
that's
he
what I'm saying.
played. Exactly.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that's average for him, but somebody that could depend on what position, because they didn't say it from edge to Mike to uh Cheetah for McCullough. So
Yeah.
just whatever position they decide to put him at, I think that's gonna be the one guy that we can expect to, like, if we expected any other transfers to do
Mhm.
anything special, that's probably the one we need to put our money on.
Yeah, and experience, man. Like we can't miscount experience, and that's what we bringing in more experience because we losing experience, and we got a lot of young boys coming up, and hopefully they can hold it down and do what they supposed to do. But man, at the end of the day, they freshmen, y'all. They freshmen sophomore, just like how, like I said, I know I was kind of joking around about the Dylan Gabriel Jackson Arnold thing on one of the last couple shows about, man, I want Jackson Arnold to play, but Marcus, you was right the whole time, because of course you want the older guy to play. Hopefully it works out that way, because that means it worked out for the better for you. Because unless this guy just comes in and he's just some fun phenom, you know what I mean? But that's like unlikely most of the time. So I'm saying all that to say, it's good that we getting a lot of people with this. At least maybe they didn't blossom fully where they were at the last school, but we getting experience. We getting people coming in that's at least played college ball. You know what I'm saying? Out there, we don't want to come out here with a bunch of rookies. Never been out here. They nervous. They scared. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. First couple times out the gate. So yeah, we need as much experience we can get. So that is a good thing. And we coming off of 2 good recruiting classes in a row. So hopefully we start to see a little bit of that. But I think by next year, it'll be even better. I know nobody want to hear that, but I think you give it one more year worth and another good recruiting class, and I think we're really talking about something.
I mean, unless Shane Witter finally steps up and takes hold of one of them linebacker positions, it's looking like it's gonna be a young bull out there from Connect, McKenzie,
Okay.
Asamigo,
I want to see it.
Lewis. Like,
I mean, you
it's
know, I
gonna
want to
be
see it.
Picotti. It's gonna have to be filled by
I
one
want
of them.
somebody out there. But only reason why I say that though is because it let me know, like, oh, he's real. Like, even if he making mistakes or whatever, but if somebody could literally win a starting job, if one of these fresh, which I doubt, can win a starting job, man. But then again, I say that, but like you just said, like a lot of people, it's looking a little thinner out there now. Now it look like it's some room. Only person solidified really is Daddy.
Kip Lewis,
Yeah, so it's 2
another one.
spots to battle for, basically. Right? We say Kip,
Well,
yeah, Kip out there.
so the Cheetah's
Kobe,
open, the Mike's open.
yeah.
This one of the
So yeah,
safeties,
kind of 3 spots, huh?
one of the safeties is open. A corner position is open,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess you could say 2 of the D line spots because you got Ethan Downs and Reggie Grimes coming back. But well, you could probably say Isaiah Cole's probably gonna start at the nose.
And then hold on, who else is coming back? There's one more D line come back too, right? Another
Jordan
defensive
Kelly,
tackle.
but Jordan Kelly and Isaiah Cole play the same position.
That's true. But if need be, that could at least 4 people that was there last year.
Yeah. And then you bringing in 4 transfers that all of them played
Boom. They all
3
play
or 4
ball.
years.
So yeah, so that makes you feel a little
Maybe except
better.
for Sears. Sears is the only one. I think he only played 2, unless he played 2 years at JUCO.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got McCullough, who's a freak athlete.
Mm. So yeah, we'll figure out somewhere for him to go, and that should be good.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I said, my biggest, I keep saying it over and over again. I'm ready to see what the DBs look like. That's what the most, to me, I think. The D line, that's where I'm most nervous about, to be quite honest. I know the linebackers unproven, except for Daddy. But for some reason, I think the talent that we bringing in is gonna be, I think it's gonna hold up nicely. But as far as the D linemen, that's where I'm struggling. But the defensive backs, that's where I'm most looking forward to seeing. Are they real? Is this real? What I'm looking at on paper? What I'm looking at on paper, look like it looked like his. I mean, it looked like some ballers out there.
I mean, they like our kids say like the secondary guys that they bringing in now all look different. Except like Josiah Wagner is the smallest guy, but they say he brings something different. Like he played with that chip that most little guys play with.
Oh, yeah, he got that heart.
Yeah, but like Makari Vickers, they say Peyton Bourne needs to get in the weight room too. But
No, he looking
Makari
thin. Oh, he
Vickers,
looking thin in the
Jacoby,
arms. Pay Bodie get away from him. He looking a little thin in the arms, man. I
they
see it.
they big.
Yeah, he looking a little thin. Like Makari Vickers is definitely thicker than Peyton. Like I would listen. I know Peyton Boyd talking about he want to play next year. He want to be a freshman All-American. Blah 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 blah. Sounds good, young man. And you should definitely have that mind frame. And hopefully you achieve what you want to achieve. But to be quite honest, he probably need a year just getting up to speed, getting up to like physically. If he play and all that, I'm fine with that too. Because I want to see it. If he's good enough to get out there without being as physically gifted as these dudes right now, that just let me know how good he is.
If he
What
can be
up,
out there
Roderick? I
thin
see
in
you
the
there. What up?
wind,
What up? What up? I see Roderick in the chat. What you say?
if he can be out there thin in the wind, then hey man, he a baller.
Hey, just a baller then.
You know
I
what
want
I'm
to see
saying?
it.
But he came from a good school, so you know he been hitting the weights. He just skinny.
Yeah, he probably was so thin when he first started. He probably think he's swole right now. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
He probably no, I'm just saying, like from where he came from, he probably put on
hey, yeah,
so much
till he
weight.
get
He
there,
probably
he
think he
first day
baby
of
swole.
weights.
Yeah. Nah, until when he get here, he gonna realize
Yeah.
things have
Oh,
changed.
and I hope they put
Shame
him with
on
like
the
Kanal Walker or somebody.
Mhm.
One of them, the 6'2", 210-pound corner.
Right. What was the
What?
size
Yeah, I
of
play corner because
it? You're
you're
like,
gonna have to
what?
step it up.
I thought you was a linebacker. Oh, my bad.
Nah, you gotta
My
step it
bad,
up,
good.
cat. Yeah, you gotta step it up, dog.
Yeah. Nah, same old, man. We gotta get it in fruition.
And then another question: Marvin Mims
Yeah.
gone. Who's top 3 wide receiver? Who's top 3?
Well, I guess listen, Farouk, Stoops, Jaden Gibson has to be has to be in my opinion. Because if Jaden Gibson don't step up, man, come on. I need Jaden Gibson to step up.
Hey, listen.
He
Yeah,
got the talent. He got this. I mean, he got the
if
size. He got the talent.
he ain't top 3, I say he's out of there.
He got to be right. If he's not
Yeah,
top 3,
he's hit the portal. He's gonna hit the portal.
Jay Gibson has to do something. Who your top? Is that your top 3? Or you got somebody
I
else
was
in
gonna
there?
go with Nick Anderson
Mm.
or maybe this Anthony kid.
Well, hold on, what
But
Anthony
see,
kid?
we had 2 transfers from last year that did do
They do not.
did
You talking
squat.
what Anthony kid you talking about?
Andrew Anthony, the kid from Michigan.
Oh, my bad. There you go. Yes. I mean, I ain't got used to his name yet. Andrew Anthony.
Yeah.
I can't, his name is not stuck in my head yet. But okay. That's good though. Nick Anderson's little brother. I mean, Rodney Anderson's little brother, Nick Anderson.
Yeah. Nick Anderson is here.
Mhm. That is him. He's him. Like, hopefully him.
Yeah. Hopefully he's a dude.
Himsley. But nah, shoot. Now he should be able to he looked size wise, he look, you know what I'm saying? He got the front, like again, him, Jay Gibson, those guys. Man, they got the frame that look like they're supposed to be a good receiver, but we got to find out. You know what I mean?
Or do we have like a Marvin Mims with like Petaway or Brown? Somebody, one of the freshmen that
All
ain't
right.
really talked about, that just
Hey,
come
hold on.
in and do their thing.
All right, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna pause for a second. What do you think? How do you think Marvin Mims' career gonna turn out in the NFL? A random question. Marvin
Depending
Mims.
on where he goes. If he goes to some place like Pittsburgh or something, I think he'll be stubby.
I don't know. I mean, when I asked you that, I mean like all is equal. Like no matter who it was, no matter where they went, like let's just say they went to the same team, same offense. Compare him to all the other receivers. Like, where do you think he stacks up? Because that's really how you got to think about it, if you ask me. Like,
Uh
because you can put him, like you say, oh, I'll take him and put him in this system, and that's gonna work. But hell, that team might not even be in draft position to get that dude. You know what I'm saying?
uh
So he's gonna end
yeah.
up going somewhere. I mean, who knows? That's too
I think he'll
unpredictable.
be I think he'll be a top 10 rookie wide receiver. Like he'll be at the top 10 of yards and catches wherever he goes.
That's a good answer because that's kind of where I was going. I think the guy gonna be decent wherever he goes. I just think he need all them little drops that he be doing. I don't know what that's about, but he need to cut that out. I don't know, like the last year and a half, like he just got the drop seats or something. Yeah,
Man, it's probably a little complacency. You know what I'm saying? Just
complacent. Oh,
not you like you know how like stuff is going bad, and that's just one of the things. Because in the Florida game, it's one of the bad things that happen. You know what I'm saying?
word.
You know how ups and flow, eaves and flow, or
Ebbs and
ups and
flows.
downs in the
Yes.
game.
Mm-hmm.
So like if like we on the road, we getting first downs, boom, boom, boom. I'm finna make this spectacular catch, and bam, we finna go score. Oh, we didn't got this 3 and out. We didn't got 2 3 and outs. I need to make a play. Oops, I drop it.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's more what it is. But like, when that money started get to clicking and dollar signs and on the line,
So you're gonna step it up
some
when
of
them,
them, some
when them
some
dollar
people
signs
step it
come
up.
through.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride with my 2,000 yard high school wide receiver. And they cold. If you get 2,000 yards as a wide receiver, man, you cold.
No, you're pretty good. No, you nice. You getting 2000s. You did your thing.
And
Trust
granted, the 3 5 stars that he ended up being better than had their own issues and situations and injuries and stuff, but he came in and beat them out
me. Yeah.
and turned out to be the dude. So he know
Mhm.
what it is to put his head down and go to work, and when nobody talks about him and nobody gives him really a chance.
Word up, word up. We can't argue with that. Well, who else? What else we got? Anything else happened this week? while we was, you know what I mean? We got the wide receiver coach. We got Emmett Jones stepped to the building from Texas Tech. You know what I'm saying?
Like them.
Hopefully we can retain my guy.
LaDainian.
But we'll see what takes place with that. So we got another guy in there. Congratulations to him. You know what I'm saying? Stepping up, getting a good job. Well, I think he's stepping it up. I think everybody would agree. Although he went to Texas Tech, but going from Texas Tech to OU, about to move to SEC, probably a little bit better job. So congratulations to him. Welcome aboard. Let's go ahead and recruit. Heard from Marcus
And
that he was a good recruiter, right? In Texas.
Yeah. And he's a / passing game coordinator. Hopefully that's just not a title.
Yeah, hopefully they got actually something to do with something so he can change some things a little bit.
Or just add to it. And
there you go. Add to it sounds better. It sounds a lot better.
Add to it. And maybe he could be another voice, a voice that could be like, hey man, slow this down. Or
slow down.
You know what I'm saying? How about we hit this over the middle? Mid-range. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Intermediate throws.
Right.
So
yeah, because it was getting a little stale out there, just throwing it to the sideline every time.
It's either sideline or deep.
That's
post
it.
Or fade.
Nothing intermediate routes, no type of deep out digs. I mean, digs or out routes. No,
really
nothing.
Post. Hitch and goes. Fades.
Chunky. Do the little fake half-ass play action. And then just throw it deep to Marvin. Hopefully grab it. He did a lot of times too, though.
Spectacularly.
Because if you look at Dylan Gabriel's numbers, they're not terrible. You know what I'm saying? Look pretty good if it's anybody else. But the fact you're at Oklahoma and you lost 7 games, you can, who cares? You know what I mean?
Who cares?
So, but yeah, man, we appreciate everybody coming through. Man, anybody who stepped in, hit the like button, say what up, hit the subscribe. You know what I mean? I think that's about it. Anything else we left out?
No, I think we hit everything so far this week. Tyrone Brogdon, the 6'7" wide receiver from Bowling Green, put off his commitment. He was supposed to commit today, but he said he's going to commit later. So
held up on us.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. See if we can't.
$2 short. No, like Murphy said. Yeah. Nah, we'll see what's up with him. See if he double back around, spin the block. If he does,
boy, they could go real big if they could bring him in.
It'd be nice bringing the 6'7". I mean, hopefully he got some athleticism to him, but even though just a big body, let's see what he do.
Because when you could trot out Jaden Gibson and then Nick Anderson, if you can get all 3 of them out there at the same time.
I mean, Farouk ain't just like little smother now, you know what I mean?
They probably throw Farouk in the backfield.
What size?
Probably like 6 foot, 6.
Ain't he about 6 feet, 6'1"? Yeah, I thought he was about, okay. I mean, that's not like, little.
No, but he's solid and he's strong.
I actually like him. I just think they need to get it to him a little more. I think he could, the more experience he get touching that football, getting comfortable, getting open field, I think he'll be really good. I think he's really good run after the catch type dude if they let him work.
They need to open up their route tree.
Yes, please. No, seriously.
Can we get some more routes?
Right.
Because Farouk only called fades and
yes,
wide receiver screens.
Screen or either the fade. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like a little jet sweep.
Wide receiver screen or fade or a hitch and go.
Come on, man.
That's all. That's just about all they routes.
Terrible, man. But that's what's up. We come back. Hopefully some more news come through. We get some more folks. What you think about We got another recruiting day coming up, right? About a month, next month.
Yeah, February, but
Do
I
we have
don't
anyone?
know.
Do we have anyone on the eyeballs that
I
you know
don't think
about?
so. I think they going all in on transfer portal guys, trying to bring in veteran
Experience.
leadership.
Yeah. I get it. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm with you, Venomous. Let's go. As I think with the young boys you got now, I think all you can do is bring in experience. Just in case, you know what I mean?
Especially if you bring in
It's almost a thing where you might can even start out if you think they're just more talented, the young boy, might start out playing them, but getting a nice rotation. But hey, if they ain't working out, you know what I'm saying? You just go with the more experienced dudes.
hmm
You know how to go.
Yeah, that's probably what the figuring is. You
Mm-hmm.
got the old experienced guys out there to
Oh, that's
teach
my boy.
for
What's
one
up?
to teach them how to work.
And Marquez step in the building. What's up with it? Mm-hmm.
What up,
But yeah.
Quid? But yeah, you gotta have the guys to teach him how to work, teach him how to be teach them how to
Actually,
be college players.
actually, a
Just
couple
like
people
when you
just
go to
stepped
the
in the building.
pros, they gotta have a veteran to teach them how to be a good pro.
Nah,
You
you
know what
got
I'm saying?
to. Without that veteran type leadership, it's gonna be tough to, they've never been there. You know what I mean? Like if you never been there to know the route to get there to the lake to drink the water, you don't even know how to get there, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You think you know what you're doing, but hey, let me show you, young buck. You gotta have that veteran. That's real. So, man, hopefully they can make it work out. And, man. I'm ready to go. Obviously, season's over. Man, George went back to back. That's crazy. For one, back to back
Back to back.
with
And they got
Stetson. What's his name?
yeah, the law firm. Stetson Bennett the fifth, the fourth.
That's what no, seriously, that's what we doing. That's what Stetson is winning championships.
Hey man, TCU had that man looking like he should have been the Heisman Trophy player. I mean the Heisman Trophy winner, and he needs to be the first pick in the NFL draft.
Man, and how old is he? About 26?
Yeah,
How long he been there? About
he
6 years?
walked on.
Seriously, how long
Listen,
is that?
listen.
How long has he been in
That
college? This
Stetson
guy.
walked on
He got his
at
doctrine by now,
Georgia,
done.
left, went to JUCO,
Oh,
came
okay.
back, got a scholarly, and I think beat somebody out.
This is
And
ridiculous.
yeah,
Did
COVID.
he win the one last year?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And who dude went before, but he lost. The dude before that, right?
No,
The
I think that was Stetson. Who was the quarterback that played against Baker?
it wasn't Stetson. It was somebody else. It was no, because he was supposed to be good, remember? Because he was the reason Justin Fields left. The dude who played against OU, he played for
From
yes. Yes. What'd you just say?
Jake Fromm.
Yes, him.
Okay. And so yeah,
At least
Stetson
that's what
just
I
followed.
believe. My
Stetson beat
man's
out
in the chat just
Vandegrift.
said JT Daniels, but I think it was from.
Yeah, no, he beat out Vandegrift and JT Daniels.
There you go. And yes, Justin Fields bounced out.
Yep. So
And
I'm
he's
taking
got,
my talents to Ohio State.
and it worked out for him, I guess. So
Yeah, top 5 pick.
top 5. Why
Or
not?
first round pick, whatever.
Yeah, so it turned out. Oh
Yeah.
man, but yeah, this is what it is. But yeah, we holler at y'all, man. Here in a minute. Here in a minute. As soon as we got some more information to come back to, we'll be right back. But yeah, we holler. Peace.
Peace.